Hello everyone, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. As you probably can tell from the thumbnail, we are doing the last of my twin flame soul cycle reads for a little while. It is the dynamics of the twin flame soul cycle. If you happen to be a divine masculine, an awoken divine masculine, and your twin flame, your partner, your runner, whatever you want to call them, is a divine feminine. Okay? And they may be awake, they may be asleep. It doesn't really matter. They're the divine feminine, you're the divine masculine. Okay, so let's have a little look. We have got the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. The dynamics of this read should be contradictory to all the other reads I've done. Okay, and we've got the Page of Wands. So the Five of Pentacles is an energy of sort of, well, it could be financial hardship, but in a love reading, it's more being left out, not being included, being isolated, being frozen, being ghosted, perhaps. So that tells us that there is no communication going on between you and this partner of yours, this twin flame of yours. Okay, the Page of Wands is a young, it's a young, immature energy. It's like a fool's rush in energy. Okay, we'll grab hold of the opportunity, but we won't really think about the consequences type of energy. Okay, it could be a minor arcana of the Fool. Yeah, we could be talking about perhaps there is a new beginning. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's only a new beginning for one side of the twin flame. Some of your divine feminine twin flames, they've carried on with life. Yeah, they might be your twin flame. You might be their twin flame. For whatever reasons, they're not realizing it or responding to it. Maybe their personal choices, I don't know, they don't like you. You're too old, you're too young, your hair's too long, your hair's too short, your hair's the wrong colour. It's not the normal sort of things a divine feminine would run down, but, well, why not? Okay, perhaps you're the wrong sex. Perhaps they only like their own sex, and you're not. Perhaps they like the opposite sex, and you're not. Okay, so we'll do the energies as normal, which is how they're feeling, what they're thinking, what actions they might take, what you don't see coming, and then an outcome card for you, the likely outcome. People can get in the way, they can change their mind with their free will. It is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Go and check out your All Signs overview for this particular round of reads. I will leave a link in the description for that. See if anything else resonates with you. Generally speaking, for my All Sign overviews, forget about the star sign. The star sign is just a starting point for you. Okay, it's like a place to concentrate on. If that's not feeling good for you, if you don't like what I say about that one, well, to be fair, if you don't like what I say about that one, then it's probably a triggering thing, which probably means you should read it. But if you don't feel the urge to watch my reading on that particular card I pull for your star sign, but you feel an urge to watch a different one because you found it funny what I said or something like that, go and watch that one. It's fine. Okay, so we have the moon in their feelings for you. Yeah, nighttime, dark, secretive. They could secretly love you, but they're not revealing it to anyone or you or any person. Perhaps some of you have had something with your twin flame in the past, and that could be thinking about that path they went down with you, that dark secret path. Okay, it could be maybe some of them are thinking dark secret thoughts about you. Okay, maybe they're already in a relationship, attached to someone else. Maybe that's the main reason nothing happened the first time when you actually recognized them as a soulmate or a twin flame. because they were already in an established relationship, but they're thinking about the dark path. The dark path being betraying the person they're in a relationship with. Okay? Or perhaps you were in a relationship and you were quite willing to betray that relationship for them, and they're thinking about that dark path, because that is just as dark as far as they're concerned. Okay, so let's have a look at the clarifiers. I love it when the sun comes out with the moon. Okay, so pretty much what I just said about the dark paths is there. Yeah, one of you two was in something already when you first met. Okay, and they're thinking about that. If the tarot team could be with someone and they met me, and then they're willing to drop that someone and come running off with me, what's to stop them from doing that with me? Yeah, maybe they're not quite grasping the twin flame connection there. Maybe they're not quite grasping the fact that when you saw this person, that was it. You had made it up in your mind that that was the person you wanted to spend the rest of your life with, and you still do, perhaps. The sun is happiness, it's joy, it's warmth, it's security. There is a warmth and security about thinking about you. Okay, even with that third party energy of the Three of Cups. The other way of looking at the Three of Cups is it's a card of communication. The other way of looking at the moon is it's something secretive. And the other way of looking at the sun is a happy outcome. It is also possible that they're thinking about or fearing that one day they might be in a group with some people and the secret might come out. But they'll be happy about that. Okay? They feel like it would be a good thing. Okay, let's see what's crossing all this. The Hierophant. Okay, so what's crossing all this? What's making them think this way about you is the things you taught them. Okay, even if you only had a soul recognition as you were going up the freezer aisle in the supermarket and they were coming down the other side of that freezer aisle, you didn't see each other because the freezer aisle was between you two, but your souls felt each other. Okay, at which point there was an exchange of information on a soul level, on a 5D level. You may not be conscious of it, they may not be conscious of it, but they're thinking about something come in and something taught me this. Okay, and that's you. They're thinking about you. They might be indirectly thinking about you with that hyphen, but they are thinking about you with that hyphen. The other things that they could be thinking about, or what's driving their thinking about you, is perhaps someone they see as a confidant, or someone they see as someone to share their deepest, darkest secrets and feelings with. Probably not their partner or spouse, if they have got one. Has kind of given them advice about you, maybe indirectly. Maybe they are seeing someone who is much older, much younger, wrong colour hair, whatever it is, what made them run from you the first time, and saying how good it is. Maybe they've seen some tarot readers and found out about the twin flame soul connection, and this is why they're now sort of like, ooh, and this is kind of exactly what happened to me. Maybe I'm in it. Which is then making them, in turn, think of you, think of the secretness and everything you had with them, thinking about the third party you happen to be in, but thinking about the fact that it makes them happy in a weird, wonderful way. Okay. Or feeling, all that, not thinking, because this is the thinking bit. The thinking bit is the King of Cups. Okay, their thinking about you is indecisive. So this is more of in the 3D and the kind of thinking which is going to lead to actions. That's why it goes feeling, thinking, actions. Okay, unless of course I get compelled to do other things and then I will turn other cards. So yeah, they're a little bit indecisive about offering you their cup of love. They may not be in a relationship already, as we already know. So, okay. So we got a Six of Swords and we have got the Death card coming out. Now, the Six of Swords is a calming of the mind, if you will. Yeah. Or maybe on more of a 3D level, it's more of you're going through bad times and you now sort of got out of them and you're going through that lull, the good times, the recovery stage, if you will. It's not a card of recovery, but it's kind of like what it is. In this particular case, it's a calming of the mind. They're thinking clearly. They're not thinking with any form of interference from anywhere else. Okay, which is bringing something to an end. They're thinking about bringing something to an end, to let something else grow. A nice way to think of this card, if you will, because I do like my gardening, okay, is you've got yourself a new plot of land. It's choked up with various different weeds. But bear in mind, all what a weed is a plant growing in a place you don't want it. Okay, but it's choked up with various different weeds. So you come in there, you rip out all the weeds, or you spray the whole thing down with weed killer, whatever it may be. That's the death. But it's opened up all that ground to allow you to grow what you want. That's the rebirth. Okay? So they're thinking about bringing something to an end in their life so they can have something new grow in its place. That could be you, okay, and this whole twin flame soul cycle. Yeah, with that hyphen up there teaching them about twin flame soul cycles, they could also be learning about how to, I don't know, dampen one down, shall we say. Not necessarily disconnected. I don't believe you can. So it could be that, or it could be the situation they're already in. Okay, because although this is a masculine chaser, feminine runner, the dynamics about the whole thing is still the same. They're running for some reason, you're chasing for some reason. Okay, we got the there's a healing I was talking about. Okay, we got the 8 of Wands there. This is kind of like a focused fool. It's a determined fool. It is the only thing they can see type of thought they're having, the type of thinking they're having. It's like I can't see any other option for this. If I want to make my relationship work with Biddy Bob, then I have to stop thinking about the tarot team. If I want my relationship to work with a tarot team, I have to get rid of Biddy Bob. There is no other directions to go. Okay? There's no alternative to that. It's one or the other. So, actions. Ooh, look at that, the Chariot. Okay. So, yeah, they feel like they're going to charge in. They feel like they're going to win against all the odds. But again, this could be cutting both ways. Okay, this could be that they could come and communicate to you. They could come and appear on your doorstep one day. I don't know. I'm visioning rainy night and wet hair, wet clothes, and I don't know. I'm just here. Can we make this work? Or they could be charging the other direction and going all in whatever they're in. Right, okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is indicating some form of apology, a little peace offering. Now, this could be that communication, but it won't be the declaring their undying love for you because they've woken up and they've realised what the twin flame is and they didn't realise it at first, but they feel those feelings you felt all that time ago. No, it's going to be, God, weather was bad yesterday, weren't it? Or, have you been hit by the snow? Are you okay after the fires in LA? Whatever it may be, it's just going to be a little door open up, okay? Because, well, I think they're still a little bit scared of actually pursuing all this, okay? They may be the divine feminine, but they may not be embracing all this, shall we speak? Because there we got the defense card coming out as well. The Wounded Warrior. Now, again, the Wounded Warrior is what's making that Chariot act in two different directions. It's making it act both ways. There's one half of that Wounded Warrior card which is telling us that they've had enough of fighting their feelings. Okay, they're going to go with it. The other side is, I'm defending what I've got. Okay, I'm going to keep fighting this. I'm going to keep fighting this until my dying breath. So, crossing this is the conflict. Probably between how much to try to open the communication with. The other thing about the page is it's like an academic learning card. It's linking with our hyphen over there. It's talking about teaching themselves, learning more about the twin flame soul cycle and all that malarkey. But the Five of Wands is it's not just a conflict card. It's a card of being tested. Okay, so what could be driving this is the universe is maybe putting them through a little test. How much do you really love this person you're with? Or how much do you really love the situation you're in? Do you love this situation more than you love the tarot team? What if I was going to take the tarot team away from you and give them to someone else? How would that make you feel? Etc, etc. Obviously, all that can happen in the 3D while they're asleep. And they could be waking up with just weird, wonderful feelings of, oh my God, if they disappeared off the face of the earth, I don't know if I could live. And things like that. Of course they can live. The disappearance of one person is no rhyme or reason to actually end things, is it? You should never just end things. See things through to the bitter end. Okay, what you don't see coming is judgment. Okay, so for a few of you, this will be them coming back. Them charging in on their chariot. Them opening up communications with that tiny little inquiry. Maybe it's just a hello. Okay. For others of you, this is what you don't see coming is judgment on the whole situation. Okay. It's been weighed, it's been measured, and it's now time to see if it is lacking. The Two of Cups, the Chariot, again, going back to their actions. Okay, it's not just going back to their actions, it's also talking about driving forward. And so, either way round, that judgment is working. This is leading to the coming together of energies. What you don't see coming is maybe there'll be a new person for you coming in. Maybe not your twin flame, but maybe just as good. Okay, it's going to be against the odds. So let's just imagine that you had this really way out there wish list, which your twin flame managed to fulfill. Yeah, 99.9%. I'm going to say that because there is no such thing as 100%. This could be that you are losing that 99.9%. Okay, but you're getting a 98.9% in its place. Not quite perfect. Maybe they got a squinty eye. I don't know. Maybe they got green eyes. Maybe they're 2 inches too short for your liking. Maybe they're 2 inches too big for your liking. It's not a huge thing. It's not a deal breaker. But there is a coming together of energies for you. So that'll be, yeah, okay, you've played your part in this. It didn't pan out for you the way you wanted it to. But here's something else which is just as good. Okay, congratulations. Here's your reward. After judgment comes whatever's been dealt out. Okay, if you're found guilty, it's a prison term. If you're in some sort of like financial legal wrangle, it's a payout. Okay, or it's not a payout, depending on which way it goes for you. With the Chariot, it's saying it's a win. It's a win. Okay, what you don't see coming is a win. Now, you might not realize this new person coming in is that 98.9% person, but when they appear in your life, you're going to have some similar feelings to when they did the first time, and you're going to feel, I can make a go of this, or this could be good, or this makes me feel really good, whatever it may be. The other side of this, it could be your person coming back, as I've already said, charging in with their actions. Okay, and that's the judgment. Let's see what's crossing all this. The Hanged Man. Okay, now the Hanged Man is telling us that you may have to look at things slightly different. You may have to accept a 2-inch height difference. You may have to accept a squinty eye. You may have to accept the wrong colour hair. Okay, you have to look at things from a different perspective. The other thing this is saying, what's driving this, is the sacrifices both sides have put into this. Okay, and I know you might not think the twin flame, your counterpart, your runner, has sacrificed much, but they have. They had these amazing, the bulk of the reason most of them run is because they could not handle the emotions. Yeah, it was a bit like they got put onto a wild stallion and then told to run the Grand National or the Kentucky Derby. Yeah, they didn't have a chance. What they were put on was just far too powerful for them. Okay, and they got bucked off straight away. That's what their emotions done to them. It was they felt these emotions, rushed through them and bucked them off straight away. It scared them. They ran. They've gone through some shit as well. They've made some sacrifices as well. Never forget that. Even if they've gone off, got married, had kids with someone else, yeah, that was really hard for them to do, because all the time there were these feelings for you there. So remember the sacrifices the other side has made. Don't just think about your sacrifices. That's a little bit selfish. Okay, a little bit selfish. Anyway, so you both made sacrifices. That's what's driving this. This is getting to the end. Okay, it's good. It's good, because after the end comes new beginnings, the fall. Okay, moving away from what's not working and moving towards what is. Now remember, this is working both ways still. There is nothing to say one way or the other so far in these cards. If you get together with your twin flame, you're moving away from what's not working, the separation, because you got together. If you don't get together with your twin flame and it's someone else, you start moving away from that twin flame connection, or at least the feelings of them. Okay. Oh, look, selfish. Yeah, but although it is a selfish card, it's not. And then the last one. There we go. We're nice and comfortable in our surroundings, and we're going to nurture this. But this Knight of Wands, it's not as selfish as a lot of people make it out as. It's just fulfilling your passionate needs. Okay, it's just getting what you want. Okay, let's have a look at this outcome for you. The Ace of Swords. The realization of the truth. Now, this could be the realization that it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Or it could be some other truth you are realizing. Okay, we got the High Priestess and the Five of Wands coming out for this for you. So, the High Priestess is talking about your intuition. It's talking about harboring secrets. Harboring divine feminine secrets, in fact, because if the Hierophant is the secret keeper of the Emperor, yeah, which comes after the Emperor in the deck. Well, this comes before the Emperor. They come as a group of 4. It's not often talked about. They seem to isolate the High Priestess for some reason, probably because the Hierophant confides in the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is a little bit above the lot, because she has everyone's secrets. She has the High Priestess's secrets, her own secrets. Okay, she has the Empress's secrets, because the Empress would use her as a confidant, the feminine side of the church, so to speak, the religion, so to speak. Okay, the Mother Teresa's and things like that. But at the same time, the Pope, the Hierophant, yeah, who keeps the secrets of the Emperor, also confides in her, because she is the spiritual link between earth and heaven. Okay, and I know I'm getting a little bit religious on you there, but it is kind of how it's described, so we'll just go with it. Okay, if you want to be non-religious, she's the data link between our simulation and the computer motherboard. There you go. How about that? Okay, so she has all these secrets. Now, you could be finding truths out. You could be finding out, maybe you don't really know too much about what's going on with your Divine Feminine runner, but you will be. Okay, that's the outcome from this. You will be. It might leave you conflicted, but it's also going to make you make your mind up. Yeah, if you're conflicted, if you're fighting, yeah, it comes to an end. If you're being tested, it comes to an end. It leads to the Six of Wands. Recognition of the situation, or victory over the situation. Okay, what's crossing all this? The Seven of Cups is crossing all this, which is choices. Okay, for some of you, well, you're already at this stage. It's what you don't see coming has already come. But because it's I don't see it coming, you don't realize it's sitting there amongst choices. What do I do next? It could be working for some of you that you found out about everything about your twin flame, and it's like, well, yeah, they seem quite committed and quite settled in their new life with their new spouse and their new children and their new pet dog. What are my options? Oh, well, one of them's sitting there already. Yeah, but the problem is there's a lot of options out there for you, and you don't know which one to take. It's a bit of a confusion. Okay, let's just have, I will just do one of these. Let's just have a quick look to see what your twin flame would say to you if they could speak to you right now. Okay, so that's the little pile we decided to come out. We'll just take the top one. Okay, they've got your back. Okay, so at the very least, they're thinking, or would like to tell you that, well, I'm here for you if you ever need me, just not in the way you want me. Okay, I can be your friend. I can help you out, but we can't do any more than that. For some of you. For others of you, is I've got your back. Yeah, they come back. It could be I've got your back, as in I've come back. Okay, and they've come back, and they're saying to you, I'm going to support you in every way possible. I've got your back. I've got you covered. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about me disappearing off again. I've sorted this. I've got your back. Okay, so that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. Please leave a like by hitting that thumbs up button. It tells YouTube that you like this video and helps promote it to other viewers, new viewers, people who have not seen my channel. It also lets me know that you liked it. If you didn't like this video, you can give it a thumbs down. That's absolutely fine. I do not mind, but do tell me in the comments why you gave it a thumbs down, because I am a little bit curious and nosy like that. Okay, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I suggest you do so, because that way you'll be adding your energies to the tarot team pot, and it will make reads like this resonate with you on a more personal level in the future. Okay, all that being said, don't forget there will be a link for this all signs overview, which is connected to all these twin flame reads I've done, in the description. If you're just bored or have some time, you could just go through the whole lot if you want and compare them all. Perhaps you or your twin flame is working from different aspects of your birth chart, and you might suddenly realize that you keep watching the wrong ones on all your other tarot channels. Okay, so until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you'll be good out there.